Alright, so I'll show you guys how to rig up a little fillet for snook. So what I've got here is I've cut myself a little fillet, and now I'm just going to shape it into the shape I want, which basically is a shape that looks quite nice and aerodynamic. You can see by that sort of fillet pattern that it looks pretty, sort of nice, almost like needle nose at the top, not quite needle nose, but nice and sort of tapered towards the top, and then it sort of comes out and flares out towards the bottom. And then what I like to do is I just like to cut it so that it gives it a bit of a tail, and that just gives it a bit of extra vibration in the water. Then with that actual hook, you'll see that I've actually left a piece of tag end of wire there on the other side of the hook, and that I'm going to use to position at the top of the bait. So like that, there, through the middle, and I'm just going to put the hook through those little flaps that I've made. Once you get it through there we go, perfect. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cotton the top around either side of that little tag end of wire that's sticking out, just like so. So just around the top. You want to try and get right up onto the top end of that fillet so that you can really try and accentuate that kind of aerodynamic feel and look about the bait. So there you can see from that bait I probably might have a little bit of an issue there, and maybe on the other side. So I'm going to trim just a little bit more of that bait off on the side there. That looks pretty good. And then what I'll do is I'll now move it through the water and see if there's any movement on them. Doesn't seem to be. Seems to be swimming quite good. Yeah, it seems good. You'll see my duster sits just above the fillet. I just prefer that. It makes the sort of baits a little bit longer. Obviously you've got the scent of the fillet here. The fillet sticks out nice and proud out the back, and the duster comes sort of a quarter to or a third to midway down the bait. So it just makes the baits a little bit longer. And yeah, that's how I rig my fillets for snook.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, Daddy.
Perseverance, chaps, perseverance, boys. Come on now. What is that? Cheap? Oh no, it's a snook, big snook. Nice snook.